This is gonna be dangerous. Welcome back to the channel. Today I will be revealing my new car. Well, new to me. It's actually like 15 years old in reality, so there's that. Now, as for the car I purchased, like I said, it's a little bit older. It is a 15-year-old car. It's a 2004. It's currently 2019 at the time of filming, but this is a vehicle that has been my dream car. I should say my achievable dream car for my entire life, basically. I've obviously, as like a car person, like the Ferraris, Lamborghinis and stuff. My other poster car that I actually literally have a poster of is the Saleen S7 Twin Turbo, but those are several $100,000. And for me, I can't really afford that because I don't have that to spend on a car. Because if I could spend that much on a car, I should probably be living in a mansion on the beach or like somewhere other than a very tightly packed low-end neighborhood. I brought the vehicle home a few days ago. The reality has not really set in yet. I'm still kind of in disbelief I bought it. Obviously, I haven't really gone out and driven it hard or anything yet, so I'm still really nervous. I paid the absolute top end of my budget for it, and it's got pretty much no practicality, and it's really cool but absolutely terrifying. So needless to say, I'm very worried but also very excited. This is one of those once in a lifetime things that I said I couldn't really pass on. So again, that is why I went with this vehicle. Oh, okay, that's gone. So again, this is my like achievable dream car, and now it's still at the very top end of my budget, but this is kind of the only time I'll be able to afford it and be sort of young enough to enjoy it, so I couldn't really pass on the deal I got. Now, as for the deal I got, these are rather expensive in very good condition. So this, again, was the top end of my budget. I'm paying about $35,000 for this, which is more than I ever thought I would spend on a vehicle, and vehicles are not good investments, and that's a big reason why this makes me absolutely terrified. But on the flip side of that, even the bank's valuation of the car, and banks typically undershoot the value, that way they know they're covered if they have to repossess it for any reason. Even their valuation was at least $5,000 more than what I'm paying. Market value on a clean one of these with comparable miles to the one that I picked up are typically $45,000 to $50,000, all the way up to the $80,000 range. So at $35,000, it is still a lot of money for me. However, it is the cheapest one I could find in the country. Now I'm gonna add a little asterisk to that. When I say cheapest in the country, it is the cheapest one I could find that had a clean title and had reasonably low miles. The vehicle I purchased has 34,500 miles on it, which isn't that bad, especially on a 15-year-old vehicle, but it is also a sports car. A lot of cars like this do not get driven year-round. A lot of them don't even get driven in the rain. I don't think this one was driven in the rain either. The type of people who can afford these typically want to get one with the lower mileage anyhow. Looking down the road, if I ever do need to get rid of it, getting a higher mileage one didn't make sense because I would never be able to offload it. And when I say higher mileage, I'm talking about like 60 to 100,000 miles. There was a few cars with that mileage range, but the price difference was within $1,000 of what I paid for this one, and I would much rather pay the extra $1,000 at that price point to have a third of the mileage. It would almost be silly to not go that way at that point. I also don't have access to dealer auctions. I didn't want to look at salvage auctions again. I wanted a clean title vehicle. So when I say the cheapest one with a clean title and that relatively low mileage, it also means one that was publicly available. So for clean title, low mileage, publicly available, this was the cheapest one in the country, and it was about 2 states away. It was down in Connecticut, and even though it was down in Connecticut, it was pretty much the closest one to me that was available at the time that I purchased it. What I picked up is a fairly rare vehicle. To give you an idea, they made on a busy year about 1,800 of these. Most year they didn't even make the 1,800. They only made about 400 to 500. By comparison, Corvettes for the same year made about 35,000. So it's a very rare car. It's quite hard to find. As a result, I had to travel a little farther to get one. Another thing to note is because it's the cheapest one, you kind of get what you pay for. So it's not a perfect vehicle. There's a couple little odds and ends that aren't great. The paint's not in perfect condition. I'll probably do a separate video that covers a bunch of those minor issues the vehicle has. And because of all these factors, all of this makes me really nervous but really excited. It's kind of unreal, to be honest. Like the fact that I have now purchased my dream car that I grew up wanting so bad. The fact that I have it and it's at my house, that it hasn't settled in. It's like I'm gonna wake up from a dream and it's not gonna be real and the car was never there. It's just insane to think about. And the price alone, I never thought I would ever spend more than like 30 grand on a vehicle. I never thought that, and especially to do it on something so old and so rare is kind of like, it makes me so nervous. I am terrified. Oh man, There's no way to describe the sensation. There really isn't. It's absolutely unreal to know that I've been able to get this vehicle after how hard I've worked the last several years to be able to offload all the debt I've had, to be able to bring that vehicle home knowing how hard I've worked to put myself in this position to get it. And assuming that there's no major issues with the vehicle, it doesn't turn into a huge money pit and make it the worst decision I've ever made, it's gonna be one of the coolest and absolutely craziest things I've ever done. I'm terrified. I am absolutely terrified that I did this, knowing that I always make very carefully planned financial decisions. Having done this is like the biggest leap of faith I've ever done, and I am so nervous and out of my comfort zone and excited at the same time. That's enough talking for now. I'm gonna resume this video when the vehicle is registered and on the road, which I am so excited for. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I bought this. Now, I don't want to do anything too stupid because my record is getting a ticket 4 hours after I purchased the vehicle with my Subaru WRX, and I'm really trying to not get a new record. I still can't believe I did this. This is insane. The steering is just incredibly sharp. Oh, that grips. Jesus. Wow, 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 wow. Effortless at speeds that the tires are screeching on all the other vehicles I've taken around that corner. Oh my God. There's no way. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna get arrested in this thing. Oh. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh, that is unreal. Oh my God. I'm really hoping that Charger in front of me is not a cop. I'm screwed if it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Oh, I don't know how long I'm gonna have a license if this keeps up. Oh my God. This is absolutely incredible. And with that, I'm closing this one out.